Hey everyone, I'm Shakira and welcome to my channel. I originally actually recorded all the audio with the video, but I had to do a voiceover. So let's get started. First, I'm going to start out by underlining my brows, concealing my brows first in order to create basically a template for how I want my brows to be. This makes it easier to be able to fill them in without having to go in multiple times and correct them. Then I'm going to take my Benefit brow and I'm going to just underline just the bottom portion of my brows. Then I'm going to go in and fill in the tops, but not going all the way to the beginning of my brows. Maybe like 2/3 over, and I'm going to fill in my brows with the same Benefit product. Then I'm going to go in with Benefit Gimme Brow, which is a gel like brow cream. I'm going to fill it in and go in and fill in any other sparse places to make sure I have a nice clean brow. I'm going to go in and blend down all of my concealer so it's smooth for when I add the rest of it when doing my eyeshadow, because the same concealer for underneath my eyebrows is the same concealer I'm going to use for my eyeshadow base. But before that, I'm going to take a darker concealer color and I'm going to outline the tops of my brows to give them that nice crisp insta brow, as you could say. I brought the camera in a little closer so you can get in all the details. First, I'm going to start by applying my base, which is the same concealer I use, which I stated earlier. And I'm going to blend that in with a beauty blender. Once that's nice and smoothed, I'm going to take my first color out of my Morphe 35OM palette. I'm going to pack that on nice and evenly with a Wet n Wild brush. I'm going to take my second color and use that to blend out my first color with a e.l.f. brush. Still within the same palette. Use nice circular motions, blending that out. Make sure it's nice and blended. Make sure you don't have no harsh lines. Because you want to blend your eyeshadow like you would blend your weave. I went back in with another e.l.f. brush, and my first color I used just to deepen the crease a little bit more. Make sure that color is still visible. I'm going to take the same concealer I used earlier in a very small detailing brush to cut my crease. Because I have hooded eyes, I have a little crease above my more prominent crease that I usually go for as a guide. I also want to make sure that you get both eyes as even as possible, which is what I'm doing. Why it's taking so long. Now I'm going to take my Coastal Scents 252 Ultimate palette. I'm going to take this green light color and a flat brush and just pack it on to everywhere where I had my concealer. I'm going to take a smaller brush just so I get the very, very top close to where the edge of the concealer is to make sure that line is nice and crisp. I'm going to take my brown out of my Morphe palette yet again in a dome like brush. I believe so. It's from e.l.f. And I'm just going to put it on the outer corner to create depth. And make sure that's blended in with the green so it gives a nice gradient and doesn't look too harsh. I also took a little black eyeshadow. I didn't include this palette in the actual video, but it was from the Take Me to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics, I do so believe. And just added a little more depth to the brown. I'm going back in with the green to create a nice transition, a nice gradient between the brown and the green color. Now I'm going to take my NYX body glitter, I believe it's called, and I'm going to just outline my crease to create a nice glam like look. It's a nice gold glitter. Now I'm going to my face, and I'm going to start off with my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop matte primer, I do so believe it's called. It's going to be in the description, but I'm going to put that all over my face. And then I'm going to take my, actually two foundation. I'm going to take my Black Radiance foundation in the color Brownie, and then my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the color Mocha. You want to brush that all in with yet another e.l.f. brush, which is on the screen. Blend all down my neck. Make sure all that is nice and blended in. Then I'm going to take the same concealer I used earlier, which is amazing. And I'm going to conceal under my eyes and down the middle of my nose. And I'm going to actually use a brush, not a beauty blender, thanks to ItsMyRayeRaye, and I'm going to blend that all out, which using another e.l.f. brush, which all of them are in the description box, the names of them. I'm going to blend out that concealer. Now I'm going to I took a beauty blender, as you can tell, and I blended it out a little bit more. Now I'm going to take my Maybelline FIT Me powder, and I'm going to set under my eyes and everywhere else where I have put the concealer. Now I'm going to take another Maybelline FIT Me powder. This time it's in the color dark, and I'm going to use that all over my face to set my entire face, using yet another e.l.f. brush. Make sure I blend all down my neck, all over my face. Now onto contour. I used the contour shade, the darkest contour shade out of ItsMyRayeRaye's BH Cosmetic palette, which this contour is amazing. I also used some of Black Radiance's highlight and contour palette, I believe it's called. Still being snatched though. Next, I'm going to take blush. I'm actually not going to use blush at all. I'm actually going to use eyeshadow. Now I'm actually going to use blush, but I actually did not use a blush. I used a eyeshadow out of the Morphe palette, which I used for the majority of the video. Use more of an orange color. Okay. Now I'm going to do eyeliner. Onto eyeliner, I'm going to use the Stila All Day my eyeliner and my mascara. I decided not to do a wing, just do a simple line on both sides. Now I'm going to do my lashes. After I do my mascara, which I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in their waterproof version. Put on generous coats of that. I'm going to use my lashes, which I actually stacked for this look. I used the Kiss lashes in the style Page Boy, I believe, and then the Ardell lashes in the style Demi Wisp. Now I'm going to use some highlighter from the one and only Jackie Aina. And I'm going to use LeBron's, which is by her and Artist Couture. An amazing collab by those two, which I don't think it's available anymore. You may have to check if you want this specific highlighter. Trying to get that nose highlighter popping. Now I'm going to do my bottom lash line. I'm going to take just a regular brown LA Colors eyeliner. Have a little highlighter on my face. After I do that for both eyes, I'm going to take a green color from my Coastal Scents palette, and I'm going to smoke out that brown as my bottom lash line color. Now onto lipstick. After I add my inner corner highlight color, which I just went with just a little gold like color. Now onto lipstick. I'm going to use a black Radiance lipstick color, which the exact color will be under this video in the description like all the others. Look for a nice deep red burgundy like color.
We are done. This is the finished look. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hopefully this video is up before, y'all get to eat and stuff. Or after, so you can lay up from all the good old turkey and watch my video. So